Yo, 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 what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Nate the Great coming at you with another live. You already know if you're new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. And to all the returning friends and family, you already know it's peace and blessings. We give y'all a little bit of time to tune in. I see I already had two people in here so far. Stupid, what's going on, my guy? John Shaft, what's going on, my dude? Appreciate y'all for tuning in. First things first, hope everybody had a blessed and productive Saturday. And for those on the West Coast that rock with your boy, hopefully y'all having a blessed and productive Saturday, smooth one, whether you out in the clubs or not. Definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in to the live earlier this afternoon. And appreciate y'all for tuning in for the music on the backup. Definitely good vibes. This morning was definitely a good conversation. And it was a part two, basically, the last night's live, if y'all didn't catch it. Again, never let nobody, and I mean nobody, try to deter you from what you're doing and what you love. See, this is part of the reason why the title is the way it is. You got to have enough love for yourself to know that whatever it is you're doing, if it's prosperous, if it's bringing you peace and joy, and if it's bringing peace and joy to some of the people around you, you continue to do what you do. The first things first, you got to have love for yourself. You can't go into a fight and you ain't prepared for it. You know, it's one thing you always got to remember. And it's good to have that self love because, again, nobody's going to love you if you're not going to love yourself. Nobody's going to respect you if you don't respect yourself. And that should be the inspiration for most, you know, trying to spread love. See, when you inspire people to see things in a better light, when you inspire people to push for their goals and continue to move forward, that's love right there. That's the most genuine love you could get. See, prime example here. Yes, we're building, we're growing, but we also spreading that love and positivity. And we are inspiring people who are watching to be the best them. We're inspiring people to bring whatever it is they feel they could bring to the world, which is a good thing, always. That is a part of building. And in order to build with the right people, you do need love. You do need some love and compassion because sometimes your fellow brother or sister might be falling on hard times. You're supposed to keep that love going and inspire them, to keep pushing and to keep, trying to stand firm as you're supposed to. See, the problem with love, it's not that it's a bad feeling. The reason why it's a problem with love to a degree is because some people love to come together for the wrong things. Some people have a love for ignorance. Some people have a love for just tearing down their fellow people, but that's not the good type of love you're supposed to be spreading. And that's not inspiring nobody. At least not on the positive end. It's not inspiring nobody. Some people love to hate what they don't understand. And it's crazy. I think if y'all would take that same consideration and really just love yourselves, you'll be able to inspire other people that despite whatever's going on in the world, You do have people that do genuinely care and want to see the best things happen. And we got to start really inspiring ourselves to love one another the way we're supposed to. Love and respect each other. See, there's just some things that you got to remember in life. You know, respect goes a long way, just like hard work goes a long way. If you don't have either or, that's a problem. Yo, Hood, what's going on, my guy? Just saying, you got to really have that love and that inspiration in yourself. Because if I can inspire myself to come to terms with whatever I'm going through, if I can inspire myself to think outside of that negative box and take something from there and make it positive, that's love again. Because you're loving yourself enough to know that despite whatever goes on, it's not the end of the world. I think we need to bring that back. Like, for example, our brothers, we're going to have to start loving and inspiring our sisters again. Whether we with them on a relationship term or not, gotta show some of them exactly where we stand at as far as men. You know, yo, Frank, salute. Cherokee, what's going on, bro? See y'all over here. Again, we gotta inspire one another to really see the picture. You can't come together and build as a conglomerate if everybody's on different pages. That's one thing you can't do. And again, some of you brothers are gonna have to start really loving your sisters. No doubt, bro. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. What's going on, Hammer? You know, you gotta really inspire love, compassion on all angles. Because guess what? The younger generation under you are watching everything. Got to be careful of that too. I think that inspiration, all in all, will take everybody to a different level. Because if you can inspire yourselves to think outside of a proverbial box, you'll see that there's things in life that is right in the grasp of your hands. And you don't necessarily have to break your back to go through it, just to get to it. No, you just got to make sure you are in a good mind space around good people. And you got to definitely make sure that the people that are around you are keeping you inspired. I think that does go a long way. Because again, we supposed to be not just showing, but giving love and inspiration to the ones that we really care about. Some people already feel like the world as cold as it is, they don't have no love. But you have people in the world who do have that compassion. And they do want to see the best out of somebody, especially somebody who could possibly be the next future, you know, the next future doctor, the next future lawyer, sportsman, whatever. Doesn't matter. Just things to think about. Yo, Chef, what's going on, my guy? But when you don't give that love and that inspiration, this is what you get. You know, got to make sure that no matter what it is, and who it is, you can inspire them to, push further in life. There ain't no limitations to what they can do. Sometimes you gotta push them by you gotta stimulate their mind. You have to. Even when it come down to the youth, sometimes you want to have to stimulate their brains because some of them are only being stubborn and pig-headed because there's no love and affection being shown from the older generation. And I can't say all of us, but there's a portion of the older generation that just don't give a fuck. And it's sad because, again, we supposed to be having love and inspiration for each other. See, like, retarded shit that I always see when I'm out and about at work is a clear example of why we need to have love and actually try to inspire some people to do better than what they're doing. You know, it's really sad when some of you parents don't see that there are things beyond this world that no kid should have to go through, no kid should have to suffer through because you're stuck in this falsehood that everything is just going to be okay. No, you got to inspire them kids to do better and make better choices. And you still got to inspire them to do the necessary, especially if it's for the betterment of them. You have to. It's a long road to building. It's a long road to change. And a lot of times, some of those little projects could be done in less time if some people would just wake up to the realization. I can't say I got love for my fellow man if I'm not trying to inspire them to be great or do something with their lives. I can't say I'll have love for my fellow man or woman if I'm not, supporting them, if I'm not encouraging them to continue to do whatever positive is bringing them, I can't do that. Not sit here and claim that I want to see everybody win if I'm going to sit here and be negative. No, I can't do that. It's a double conundrum, and you're double talking yourself for no reason. See, here I inspire everybody to build, grow, love, just be themselves. See, that's the best love you can show somebody. Because in the long run, we're gonna need it. We can't sit here and build together if we all hate each other. That's something that's just not gonna happen. Kalani, what's going on? See, like the world is changing ever so drastically. And in the long run, guess what? Some of us, we might be to our morals and everything else, but we got to understand too that there's just some things in the world that, regardless of what, we're just gonna have to accept it. As much as we don't want to, you're gonna have to. Like one thing I can tell somebody too is that not everybody's gonna agree with your views and opinions, even if some of those views are not even opinions. If some of those views are actually truths, people still don't want to hear it. People still might not agree with you. And some of them I could blame only because they've been taught a certain thing forever. So they going with that logic until they fucking eyes closed. There's nothing you can do about that. But you got those who you know for a fact can spark the idea and spark a revolution if you just do what you got to do. Chemos, what's going on, sis? You know, some people have woken up to the realization that things that were taught, half of them things was not, and I repeat, half of them things was not so truthful. So some people are waking up and breaking away from that, which is the smartest thing to do. And some people are going to always cause hate and division. And again, that's because they don't want to see love and positivity. They don't want to see real growth. They don't want to see nothing outside of hatred and drama. So you're going to have that sometimes in the world. As much as you want to eliminate it, you can't. The only thing you can do is show love and try to inspire those who are trying to make it, that inspire them to continue achieving and trying to strive for their ultimate goals in life, no matter what it may be. And again, let nobody stop you. The only people that can stop you from achieving any type of real great success is either the man upstairs or yourself. And even if you are coming, you gotta love and inspire the youth too, because guess what? Also show them that no matter what part of the fucking tracks you're coming from, you can make it if you got the right people around you that's going to show you that love and that dedication and still keep you inspired to stay on the right track. See, it shouldn't take a whole bunch of drama for some people to realize that it's only going to be but so much drama people can take or that they're going to want to be around. You got to have enough love within yourself to know that you're still here for a purpose. Whether you know what it is or not, you're still here for a purpose. So your best thing is to try to make the best of what you got and also try to push the game a little bit forward. Got to come to that conclusion that people can come together, build, and it doesn't necessarily have to mean one of us think we're better than the other. No, we're all in the same boat if you want to be technical. Okay, what's going on, my guy? I just really find it like that. Um, we could be the greatest and could do the greatest things if we really open our hearts and show love to the ones that need it the most and inspire those ones to know that you can make it no matter what. You don't gotta sell your soul or take those penitentiary chances a lot of times just to get to that ultimate goal. Y'all say y'all want to get to the bag. Okay, there are different ways to try to get to the bag, especially now. We see what it is. Social media is the wave now. And I can say it on that level because let's be truthful. We could take this from the music perspective. There's no more such thing as buying CDs and shit no more. Everything is streaming now. So you don't even necessarily have to even be in the studio to do too much. You know, you got to look at it. There are things that we know can change, and we could definitely inspire the people to continue to push the culture and move things in a better direction. Inspire those ones who think they want to go into a prime example. They want to go into politics. They want to go into Wall Street. They want to be lawyers. Definitely, you know, whatever it is that they think they want to do, And if you know you could bring that best talent out of them to do so, then by all means, you inspire them to do so and show them that love. Because guess what? When they do make it on the way, on a rise to the top, they ain't going to forget that. They're not going to forget who really had love for them, who showed them love, and who did. Liz, what's going on, sis? No, again, these kids will take that in the long run and remember who showed them love, whether they was family or not. Because without that inspiration and without that encouragement, they probably wouldn't have made it the way they made it to. So of course they're gonna give back, or they probably gonna do the best they can for those who really looked out. I had a family member right now talking about some, yo, you could have, I don't know why you, no, because that's your fortune. That's your thing, you know? I didn't do much but just give you the idea. You took it and went further and further with it. So basically it's yours. I just had a spark of an idea and you took the idea and made it work. So it's your growth, it's your fortune. And besides, I know it comes back tenfold. See, when you show that much love and respect, I wouldn't have to be doing much of nothing. But then again, I'm not going to be one of those that's just going to yank on the coattails of anything. So I gave you inspiration so you could keep yourself going, and that's what you did. So that's my gift right there. I don't need no money. I don't need none of that. Yo, the word, what's going on, bro? No doubt, bro. I just feel there's so much to offer, and there's so much that can be done. If you ain't gonna show love to those who really are in need of it, then we're gonna continue to have these same cycles where everybody feels betrayed. Everybody doesn't want to be bothered. They don't want to listen or take heed to advice. We lost that as a community. We lost that notion of really inspiring and giving love. And I think that's really a detriment right there. Again, you're gonna have some who just not gonna listen to voice of reason. And those ones you can't really do much about it, but just, you know, give it to God. But for those who know they want to escape it and you know they trying to, you do your best. Because again, it's going to take a community to raise kids and put them on that right path. You cannot sit here and expect any type of real positive growth to come from somebody if you're not inspiring them and if you're not showing love. Because you fail to realize there are some youngins in the world who are really coming from a shitty background and want to see something better. Same way you got love for your kids and your family members is the same way you should have for everybody else's kids, unless those kids are really just on that side where there's no coming back. And you would hate to even say it like that neither, but you got some kids that you just know for a fact nothing you say or do is going to sway them to do something right or try to be right. So those are the ones that always find out the hard way. Those are the what you would call it the proverbial hard head make a soft ass type dudes. Nope. See, we get one out today. We get one out today. So you know where I'm about to go with that right now, right? Uh, as we lay down another bag of bones and a waste of sperm, who came in here asking one of the most outlandish questions ever. Let us all remind ourselves that Frank had the potential to sit back and relax and just listen to the good old word, but decided to just say something stupid. And the thing, right now, the chat is not full of women. So you really just did something that was, I don't want to put this copyright up, and I'm not. uh, Now, as we are getting back to our good old session, let us all remember that Frank was born in a troll village somewhere off the coast of West Bubblefuck and was dropped on his head about at least 20 times. So he can't help the fact that he just said something stupid in a room full of men right now. Frank had potential to be everything he could have been, but instead, on the chopping block. And as we lay this damn old, oh man, as we lay this tombstone here on his grave old bed, let his mama see that his life ain't shit, never will be shit, and even in the afterlife, you ain't worth shit. In the book of Nate, chapter 1, verse 2, thou shalt not come in here trolling and think that you won't be out here rolling. You forgot who you was dealing with. Ah, telling you. See, I think Frank is the type of person that I'm kind of speaking about right now. We were supposed to inspire him as a youth to be somebody bold, to be the next doctor, to be the next construction worker, to be the next Bales bondsman. Who knows? But instead, Frank was sucking too many Franks, and basically, I think he got one stuck in his noodle. It's all good though. It's all good though. Nah, he wasn't the palm bomber because I ain't even dropped a link yet. And even if I thought I was dropping the link, I know what you faggots is doing. So I ain't gonna be doing that shit today. Oh yeah, for fair use, copyright disclaimer. Cause I don't not want y'all to say I'm not following your guidelines. Again, this is a prime example of why y'all should not be worried about little channels like me growing and doing what I do. And y'all need to focus on people who are just trolling for the hell of it. Obviously, this person has too much time on their hand. But it's sad because this is the type of person that probably do need love in real time. But then again, who wants to be around weirdo activity? Frank, while you laying in that ground, hopefully you'll think about your past life and try to work on your future life. Try to find you a future husband or wife and stay the hell away from him. Yo, Ja, what's going on? If y'all just tuned in, hit the like button. And if y'all new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. We had to take a little brief intermission because we sending off baby Frank. Matter of fact, we dig this nigga back up out the ground. He don't get no burials over here. He got to get the cremation. Frank, aka every other fucking troll name I done seen come in here. I know it's one person and one person only. Who that one person is, I honestly don't care. But this just goes to show y'all the type of world we living in. Even on here, you got people who really feel that everything that comes out their mouth needs to come out their mouth. Frank, you need to get the Franks out your mouth, get the Franks out your ass, get the Franks out your armpits. I think you need to wipe your glasses down real quick. Stand up tall as a man or a trans or whatever the hell you are, and move on with life. Do what you do. Make something better out your life besides being an internet troll and an internet waste of sperm. Damn, even on the streets you a waste of sperm. You gonna come on here and be a waste of sperm? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Frank, we had good love for you, man. And I'm mad because you had the nerve to come in here with somebody who I actually know named Frank. So I know it ain't him. You's a bozo. Appreciate you, Chef, for dropping those links. My main mods, I know they probably not. Well, one probably knocked out, but she did have fun in Club Nate. And I don't know. I'll find the other one at some point. Oh man, Frank, I just want you to know something, baby. I just want you to know this. You lucky my boy Frank wasn't in here, because he probably would have sniped your ass right on up out of here. Can't be two Franks in here, boy. Oh man, take the corn dog out your mouth. Get off that internet. Go outside. Go hunting. Go do something. Don't come over here with the front, because you might end up with something hot. And again, as we scatter off these dust of bones. Oh man, as we put this nigga in the ash box, let us all remember that Frank never had no real goals in life, and probably never will. And he was good to be served up, chicken fried fricasseed and gone, like everybody else that come through here. May the congregation say amen, piss on this nigga's ashes, and keep it pushing. See, we need to inspire content creators too to just give some of these shows what they want. You want a burial, you'll get one. Just ask for it. Yep. Yo, Yak, what's going on, Whoa? Yep, that's the eulogy. We don't give that nigga that much time. I don't give none of these niggas that much time on the eulogy no more. We already done went through that. And the world is not ready for this sick laughter, so I'm just gonna leave it where it's at. It's fucking crazy. You always get one that fake want to sit there and say, "Oh yeah, he's talking some shit," and then come out and say the weirdest, off the wall shit. See, this is where the love and inspiration comes into play too. We gotta also inspire people, even on here, not to be like fools like that. Because while this fool is running around here from chat to chat, causing mayhem and confusion, well, not really causing that much mayhem. You see how he just got smoked out. On any troll, then you getting smoked the fuck out. Shoot, man. I really wonder if y'all getting paid to even do any of the shit you're doing. And if you are, is it really worth the price of your morality to just be an asshole? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yo, Chill Town, what's going on? You know, you gotta give love and respect on all aspects, and you gotta inspire those who need it. For some people, all they need is a little inspiration. They could be down and out about something, and it could probably take them down a dark road. But if you say something that's inspirational, you can stop that. I done had people tell me, "Yo, because of what you said, I really had to get my thoughts together, and you was right." You know, because sometimes all they need is somebody to just hear them out. George, what's going on, my guy? You know, it's crazy because there's so many different things we looking at right now that could change. And if we get back to that community of showing love and embrace and just doing the right things, man, listen, we can have more real politicians in these seats. We can have more real doctors and lawyers and shoot, everybody, mathematicians. We need a lot of that. We can have more teachers who are actually about trying to teach and give back. You know, but it's sad when you look at it. It's sad when you look at the overall general motion and see that, you know, as much as you want to try to change the world for the better, it's going to be a small step at a time. And that small step is better than no steps. So, and it's sad that you got people in this world that just regardless to what will not see the fact that everything that you say and do, it does come with a price. Even on this internet, it does come with a price. I think you should love yourself and inspire yourself to do something better than what you're doing. But if you're not going to do so, then, you know, there's only going to be curtains for you when that time comes. Yeah, my bad. I did that shit again, y'all. I gotta fucking stop with my fat fingers. I muted myself by mistake. My bad, y'all. I know y'all probably ain't even hear what the fuck I said. Hey, Rachel, what's going on, sis? Happy Saturday. It does go a long way. If you spread the best positivity and you show the best love, especially for those who need it, you'd be surprised. Again, you might have somebody that want to get into politics. You might have somebody who want to deal with Wall Street numbers. You might have people who want to deal with certain things on a level, whether it's meteorology, anything dealing with technology, even people who are computer savvy. You got some people who could be the next Bill Gates, could be the next, come on. We already got enough inspired athletes as we speak. We got enough sportsmen as we speak. Inspire these kids to go for anything outside of just sports. Because it's more than just sports in life that's going to bring them money or that's going to bring prosperity and peace. You got to definitely do that. Yo, Gamer Dad, what's going on? It goes a long way. We as a community definitely lost that. And again, if you sit there and you talk to somebody sometimes, you'd be surprised. Whatever they was going through, even if they didn't say it, whatever they was going through, you probably didn't help them in so many ways than one. So you take every little bit of that and you continue to move forward and do what you do. I remember one year dude was talking about he wanted to. I forgot what he said he wanted to do. It was something along. Oh, he wanted to. I think he wanted to do like journalism, but the problem was it was certain things that was, you got to be more legible when you doing stuff, especially if you writing and you putting stuff in the paper. So his problem was it was just certain things he was spelling it the ghetto way basically. But between that and just, I told him, the only thing you gotta do is just make sure you are sticking to the story. You got all the facts you need about the story, and you don't plagiarize nothing because that will come back and bite you in the ass. Sure enough, got his shit together. Small as inspiration because he was ready to quit. He told me, yo, I was ready to quit this shit because he said this is too much. But you gotta inspire people, no matter what's going on. What's going on, my guy? Again, love and inspiration goes a long way. And the link is in the chat in case anybody wanna give their view and opinion on it. But this is good talks right here. Cat Daddy, what's going on, my guy? Appreciate y'all all for tuning in. Oh no, no doubt, bro, no doubt. That's what's up. Hopefully everybody is enjoying a Saturday evening. But you can't take away from anything that's being said tonight, neither. See, what I did this morning was showing real love to those people. That part two, you gotta fight back. Stand your ground, you do what you gotta do. See, what I did, I stood my ground and I had to let it be known this morning. For those who are doing what they're doing and they're being legit with it, you don't let no hate, no negativity push you away from what you were doing. See, that's love right there, because I didn't have to intervene. But for the fact that I had to scroll down the timeline and see things from positive people that been rocking with me, I can't do that. Me having love for the people that I do now, I got to stand square on that one. Never let nobody, and I mean nobody, stop you from growing and elevating the way you see fit. Some of y'all are doing your content and stuff because you had inspiration. And never let nobody try to steal that inspiration from you. Drea, what's going on, sis? See, I feel like I showed love and inspiration on my time. And I showed it in a good way because look at all the people that have come together and been here. Whether they in the chats every day or not, they show love. I know they there watching. I know they there building. And that's always a good thing. See, that's love and respect right there. And that's inspiration for those who are trying to build on here and off here. You could come together with a collective of people. You could have genuine conversations, talks, and everything still be smooth. Even when it comes down to the cracking jokes, nobody takes nothing serious over here because we all got love and respect for each other. And that's what I am going to continue to keep here. See, that's how much love and inspiration I got for myself, to know that I'm not letting nobody break nothing that I brought to this covenant. Not doing it. You know? Tracy, what's going on, sis? You're gonna have people that don't like anything that you're doing when you're positive, or they don't like that you're not taking certain things personal. But are you supposed to care? Nah, you're supposed to still continue to move forward. Because if you got enough love for yourself, you know that the main people that got you will always be there when it comes time. They don't gotta be with you all the time, but when it comes time for the big stomp, they there. And I appreciate you. I know you probably new here, and I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody that pops in because it doesn't matter what topics are being talked about. We basically showing the world that there are people who have different minds, different collectives, different perspectives, but it's still love and growth over here. The love and the respect that I keep over here is because that's how I do it in real time. You can't be around me all day and expect me to be around negative all day neither. No, I'm gonna want to see something else better. See, most people would have a fit about throwing links and so on and so forth in the chat. I'm not one of them. That's why I tell people, if you promoting, you promoting. But it's not even really promotion. It's really just showing love to each other. I can never get upset. Even if you got something that you feel you want to drop in the links, do so. I don't care what goes on in here again, as long as everybody's having love and respect for each other. See, I inspired myself to make sure to that this is what I was bringing when I started doing this content. See, I didn't know which direction I really want to take this channel again, but I'm taking it the way I see fit, and I'm going to continue to do so. And again, it doesn't matter if it benefits me or not. I just like to see people grow, and I like to see people building. And again, this is a blueprint for some who think that's impossible to do. It's never impossible. You just got to make sure you stick to your guns. You stick to what you know, and you just bring the best that you can bring. You got some people who have grown one way or another. And, it is a good feeling to know that you have inspired some people to continue doing what they do. TX, what's going on, sis? Where your ass was at earlier, sis? Hold on, now I gotta stop the lesson. Where you was at earlier, girl? We was rocking out all afternoon, looking for you, man. We was expecting you to come in here cartwheeling, and you ain't even do that. Now I'm messing with you. What's going on, baby? Yo, Amos, what's going on, my guy? But on some real truthfulness. See, this is the thing that I bought here, and I want to continue to keep here. Oh, no, I know, because I see you rocking out last night. I see you was rocking out with the Casbah. Had your little drinks in the chat, your little dance shoes on. It's all good. Oh, man. See, it's the goodness right here. This is the type of love and inspiration that people should want to be around, even when it comes down to platforms like this. Because, again, I don't resonate in any sector. I'm in my own. But I love to see people come together, build, grow, and just have fun. Again, life is too damn short. Like I told people, doesn't matter if it's your links or people that might been here or people that could resonate here, show each other love. You know, I got some people that I just showed love to recently, and I didn't even know they bypassed me and sub count and shit, but I didn't really care. You know, I was happy that they did what they did and that they made it past what they needed to make it past. So I was happy about that. See, that's just the real love I got. Sometimes I don't really care about anything else but just seeing people happy. And this is the best feeling in the world again, you know, showing people that you can come together, grow and build, and also just have respect and love for one another. And that's what we need to start doing as far as the youth is concerned too. Got to start showing that same love and compassion back. Again, you could take 5 minutes out your day to possibly inspire somebody to do something greater. So this way they won't fall down that path of being another statistic, another victim in the street, or another jail cell number, you know? See, when you do that, it does give you a warm feeling, you know, and it does give you that inspiration to say, if I can do this, imagine what else I could do and inspire. So you continue to do what you do and grow. Hold on 1 second, y'all. There's always one person, you know I'm not home. I don't even know why you would even text me, you know I'm at work. My bad, y'all. But it does give you a warm, confident feeling to know that you sat here and you inspired something great. And it's continuing to move in a great direction. And for the fact that you're still remaining humble and you're still just, it's a great feeling. And that's what all people should realize. It doesn't matter how big you get, you still got to remember to keep yourself humble and still show that inspiration and love. See, again, life is short. So instead of worrying about drama, instead of worrying about felonious madness, start focusing on what you can do, not just for yourself, but to help the people around you and inspire them to continue to be great. Some of these youth can be the future poets, future musicians, future producers, future directors. You never know. If you don't inspire and try to live the best out of them, you're just going to keep getting the same things. You're going to keep creating the same old Ray Rays and everybody else who either getting locked up or dead or just suffer due to everything that the game had to bring them. Got to inspire those kids to stay far away from that street game because guess what? If they continue to delve down that way, it's only going to make things worse. Right now, half of the shootings are going on. It's not the older folks. It's all these young and emotional folks that really don't have nobody to really sit there and guide them. And it's a sad notion. This is where we go as far as emotion is concerned. See, I'm gonna break this down for some of you younger fellas. It's all good to have emotion when need be, but you can't get emotional every time somebody says something. You can't get emotional every time you misunderstand what somebody says, or you just can't get upset, period, when there's certain things being said and it's being said from a logical standpoint. You see, I could be telling you something that could be beneficial to you, but if your ears are not trained to hear something good or constructive, you're going to think that I'm coming at you. You're going to think that I'm trying to be disrespectful, like some of you do. You quick to want to go reach for something instead of saying, you know what, let me see what's all going to happen before I have to go to that. And even then, you shouldn't have to go to that route. Inspire these people to stop using the guns and start really getting back to that art of fighting. Inspire them to definitely do that, Liz. That part right there. Because again, you don't want a bunch of followers. You want people who are going to be future leaders. And even if they going to follow, they got to be the ones that are behind you. Like, they really got to be that force with you. You know, some of these people, again, being how there's no inspiration, there's nobody trying to guide them in the right light. Some of them just follow what they feel is right for them. And it's not even fully right for them. I could have been a gang member. I chose not to do that. Because one reason I didn't choose to do that was how the fuck am I going to follow any gang rules and culture when I don't even follow my own gang rules sometimes? Shit. Sometimes I don't know if I want bacon or if I want sausage in the morning. So I'm not going to be fucking sitting there going to do that bullshit. And again, I'm not going to be sitting here and calling somebody that's probably younger than me, no big homie or no look, not going to do that. And I'm definitely just not going to put myself in a position where I feel I'd have had somebody crying. I'm another victim of circumstance. We're not doing that. Nah, Riz, you laughing, but I'm serious. Nigga like me would have never fucking in any game. I had multiple people. Yo, son, I like the way you. Yo, bro, you need to be dead. That was just like one time nigga said, son, you need to come home. What you mean come home? Nigga, I am home. I'm free, right? I'm not in jail. Fuck you mean? Like, and it wasn't to be disrespectful, but when he said that, I had to look at him for a minute because I didn't know what the fuck he meant by that. I'm like, what the fuck you mean? Nigga, I am home. And then when I realized what he was, I said, oh nah, nigga, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Like, that's not my direction. You know? You know, and the people that know me personally would have told you the same thing. Like, yeah, it could have been a multitude of things, but he moved in his own direction. Yeah. Because that's how you're supposed to do it in life. You move the way you see fit and move accordingly. You don't move to everybody else's beat. You don't need to. Majestic, what's going on, my guy? See, we definitely lost that. We lost that passion and that dedication and that drive to pass that on and inspire the rest of them under us to do so. There's definitely a communication barrier that needs to be broken. And honestly, some of you youngins are just gonna have to really open your ears and stop assuming that everything that's being said is a direct threat to you. Because again, if nobody physically harms you, why should you want to cause physical harm to somebody? Nobody jumped up and attacked you. Why do you feel you need to attack? How about sometimes you take constructive criticism and listen? That right there save your life sometimes. And there's so many youth right now, if they ain't dead, they getting locked up because they want to follow gang, or they just want to be active. They want to be somebody so badly. You could have took that same energy and try to apply that to something else. And we should get tired of seeing bodies. We should get tired of seeing the youth life force being wasted on bullshit. Time to come past that. Some of you brothers gonna have to start showing your sisters love on all accords and vice versa. Some of you sisters are gonna have to start showing that same love and inspiration to the fellas. And that goes even on relationship level. If I want my woman to continue to do good and be her, I gotta inspire her to continue to do so. I can't sit there and slack and slouch at all. And if you claim that you really love somebody and care for somebody, then you're gonna do the best you possibly can to keep them uplifted, keep them on their toes, and make sure they don't fall down that path of destruction. And vice versa. Because it goes both ways. Love and inspiration goes both ways. And again, I believe the link is in the chat if anybody want to pop up. I just felt that was something that needed to be talked about tonight a little bit, you know. It's funny because some people think by showing love and by inspiring people, it makes you weak or it makes you, I don't know, soft, but it's not that at all. That's just showing growth, character, and that's just showing humanity. Can't knock that. Same way you can show your brother's love, you can show your sister's love too. Because again, we are all in the same boat. Not one of us is richer than the other, and not one of us is better than another. We all in the same boat. We all trying to find some way to grow and build and trying to see changes in this world as we speak. I think all in all though, this could definitely be another critical situation in life that could be changed. Gonna have to do so. Inspiring goes a long way. Inspiring them to read, educate, learn something, even outside of what's being taught proverbially. Give them direction. Sometimes the only thing you gotta do is throw something at them that they wasn't expecting you to throw at them, and see how good they excel in it. You give them some good books to read that you know is beneficial for life, but also for building character if you need it. Oh, they good to go. Knowledge is power, so you gotta continue to bring that knowledge. And if you don't show that, then you're not showing no real love and inspiration. Again, you want these youth to lead the world in the future. They can't lead the world if they don't have common knowledge on things that they should have common knowledge on. You know, you got some kids who do want to try to work and get their working papers inspired them to do so. You got some kids that you got, that have love and passion for doing anything as far as technology, you know, arts, sculptures, anything that they feel they want to get into, if they can do it, they can do it. You got some who want to be archaeologists. You got some who definitely want to make and find discoveries. You got those who want to be inventors. And see, it's not really hard to be an inventor. You just got to have that drive to bring what the people might need and want at that time frame. So you got to always spark your brain and keep that shit constantly going and constantly flowing, because at some point you might come across something that, you know what, let me use this now. You know what, this might actually be something that the people can use. The old head, what's going on? Yeah, Riz was chopping it up, and that's crazy, Riz. I ain't even get a notification, bro. That's what got me pissed off. I come back to this shit, and ain't even notice you had a live going, but these things been tripping lately, so it is what it is. But good, you got a collective of people here, different sectors doing things that they love, and they inspiring people to do the same thing. Do what works for you and do what brings you peace and joy.
Hey there, Nate.
Hey, Tanya.
Hey, how you doing? I just
Okay.
want to say I agree with you, Nate. Nate, but there's gonna be those like Frank here. They're part of the Jerry Springer world. It's always the Jerry Springer world people popping up, and they ain't got no sense. So
Fact.
I try to avoid the Jerry Springer people. Were Hey, I used to watch Jerry Springer, and I don't know where they find these people, but you know they always gonna be there poor bombing you. It's always mostly the men that's doing it. I haven't seen no woman do it, but they'll have a picture of a porn bomber, show you a porn film on there, and you'll get hit. But I agree with you. But there was an incident in Bayville, New Jersey. A 14-year-old was bullied and she killed herself.
Oh shoot, that's crazy. I ain't even hear that. This
Yeah,
was
it was all
today's
over
news.
the news. It was all over the news this past week. The school board, they wanted the kids and the parents went to the school board to make her resign because of this, because this 14-year-old got bullied by 5 other girls, and she couldn't take it no more. You know, it's in
Terrible.
Bayville, New Jersey, right here. So she just ended it. I feel sorry for the father and everything, but those girls are going to be held responsible for that. And the school board is going to be paying for that too, I guess, because they had a meeting about it at the school. It was all over CNN News and all about that. But I just wanted to let you know, keep up the good work and just ignore these Jerry Springer people and these Maury Povich people, because I try to not deal with it on my show. I don't talk politics or religion on my show, but I want to avoid the mess. But how can we how can we defeat the mess? The mess is always lurking around. You
Yeah,
know,
but you always clean up the mess though anyway, so
yeah, you
but
clean it up.
you
The
know I
police,
don't be taking nothing personal. You see what I be doing,
yeah,
Tanya. You see how I be laughing.
yeah, the mess is, yeah, but the mess is like the Blob. You know the Blob movies. That
Yeah.
The only way to defeat that blob was through the cold. But you never know. The mess is like that blob. And you have to get so much coal or fire extinguisher, anything to stop the blob mess. from lurking inside your lurking around. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get me I got a fire extinguisher, and anytime the mess comes up, I'm going to the cold can't take it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop the blob mess. Yeah, but people, we have a short attention span when it comes to the mess. The mess is always lurking around. So I'm going to try everything I can to stop the blob mess from seeping in here. But you never know. The mess is always lurking around. It could be somebody you know has the mess disease. That's what it is. It's the mess disease.
Yeah,
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 well, what are you going to do?
yeah. That is horrible. It is, yeah, because that's sad though on the notion. This is why I said it's crazy because see that right there, that girl didn't even have to do that if she would have
No,
had the right people. No,
no.
she would have had the right people. And see, that's the thing too with these kids. When
Yeah,
they in school, they need the right type of people around them. They need the right
yeah.
type of
I,
love and inspiration.
yeah, this was in Bayville, New Jersey. Five girls was getting on this girl, bullying her, and nobody helped her, and she just couldn't take it no more. So she just decided to end it. And her father's still upset about it. 14 years old, her life got snuffed out.
Yeah, and it's a sad one because you don't know what people are
In
going through.
Bayville, New Jersey, and I talked about that, they had a big meeting at the school board, and the parents are mad at the school board. They should resign. I think one of them did resign, but it's not enough. But it's still gonna go on when the school is still there. But no, I don't know. Some of the school students was crying and everything that this girl was bullied by five girls, and now she's in the ground at 14.
Yeah, the thing about that is it saddens everything because you're not expecting things like that to happen. You know,
Yeah.
but you got to make sure that your kids is, and again, this is why you got to make sure your kids is safe on all accords because
Yeah. Well,
you might not even know what's going on.
just look it up, Bayville, New Jersey. You'll see the story.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that in a minute.
Yeah. Yeah. 14 years old. She got bullied by these five girls, and it was all over the news. Or CNN had it, and it was just she just this 14-year-old just said she's had it. I guess it broke. I guess it got her to that breaking point of just ending it. And the school could have helped out. The parents, I know they probably tried to help her out, but I guess it wasn't enough, so they decided to end it all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
just
this
look
this
it
is
up.
sad thing.
Just look it up there, Nate.
No, I definitely will.
Yeah. All right. Well, you have a good rest of your night, and have a pleasant morning.
You too, and I'll definitely be checking up on you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna redo my sound streams. I still got to try to get some more hours, but it's just sad that this girl, 14 years old, had to just to do what she did because of these five little dirtbags, you know, just bullied her to death, and she just couldn't take it anymore. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Just look it up, and you'll see what it says there.
Okay.
Okay, peaches to everybody in the chat. Peaches to you, and peaches to everybody over at Hammer Nation. Thank you.
You're welcome, Tanya. Peaches.
Yeah.
Have a
Thank
good
you.
one.
Yeah. And you met people, get a life. Really. Thank you.
Shout outs to Hammer. Yeah, but it is sad though. Again, you know, some of these parents, y'all got to start being held accountable for your kids. Because if your kids is running around here picking and bullying on people, you don't know what these people are going through. And you don't know how serious the situation could get. For all you know, that person, even if they don't kill themselves, they can end up going on a shooting spree. This is why we getting a lot of these school shootings and a lot of these tragic shootings, period. Because you have people who are just picking on people for the hell of it because they feel this person is not gonna, oh, they ain't gonna fight back or they ain't gonna, some people don't understand the ramifications of that. You could cause something real major because you just kept picking at something. Can't do that. And these parents need to be held accountable. If your kids is out here doing shit like that to a point where another kid done tuck their life, y'all need to be held accountable too. Because you're not checking to see what the hell your kids are doing. They really failed to realize that we still go by that old saying, yeah, kids could be cruel. The same way adults could be cruel, kids could be cruel, especially those who are not being checked, especially those who are being allowed to say and do whatever, even in the household. So again, y'all need to be held accountable because that girl shouldn't have lost her life because of that type of situation right there. You know, and even with this internet is even worse because again, I don't necessarily got to say nothing about you, spread a rumor about you. I can just bring that shit on the internet, and that shit will be to a point where it really gets out in the real world. Yo, I heard you was on here doing this. You know, yo, DBM, what's going on, my guy? Appreciate y'all for tuning in. I ain't gonna be on here but for so long though. I just felt like those things, and she just brought up something again. That's why I said you have to have love and inspiration and inspire those people to not give up. Because again, if somebody else would have intervened, or if a couple people would have intervened, see, this is the question too. Where are her quote unquote friends? You see, this is why I said love and inspiration goes a long way, even when it comes to friendship. Because if I really love and value you as a friend, I'm gonna make sure I'm standing up with you no matter what. Win, lose, or draw, we in there together. And it's crazy because again, now we have another loss of life. And for what? Because people can't control their kids and kids can't control themselves. Unwanted smoke, what's going on? It's yeah, it's really gut wrenching. And prayers go out to her family, and may God bless her soul because again, she didn't have to go through that. She didn't have to do that. But it's sad that this world is getting even worse and worse now. And you parents are not taking responsibility for the things that your kids are doing. I'm not saying all of you, but some of you have to really get it together now. If you're allowing your kids to do whatever and say whatever, and you ain't checking it, you no good to them either. And this is going to be the continued cycle going on. I do want to say to those who might be watching who could be younger than 18, who might come across this channel at some point. If you feel like you're going through too much heartache and pain, don't quit. Because that's what the devil wants you to do is quit. You got to continue to move forward the best way you see fit. Some people are just not going to like you in the world, and there's the reason. The reason is they are jealous of something that you might have that they don't. Sometimes people see things in you that other people don't see or you don't even see yourself. So they're going to hate behind that. You never take your life. You never think about taking your life. If you really are having issues and you quote unquote have friends that are supposed to be helping you, let them help you. Don't block those ones out. And if nobody is in your corner, you find somebody who will be in your corner. Again, we don't know what she could have been in life. For all you know, she could have been a future politician. She could have been somebody helping lead the revolution in the future. But we'll never know because we have another loss of life. Because we have kids and we have adults that feel that bullying should still go a long way. I'm telling you, it's real sickening. I miss the days of. I really miss the days of we didn't have to worry about too much of that. Yeah, we had our bullies, so on and so forth, but nobody never really killed themselves. A lot of times, some of them people gained the courage to just start fighting back against the bullies. Or it just took a random person to knock a bully on the fucking ass for everybody to see that that bully wasn't as fucking powerful as they thought they was. And again, for you youth who might be going through those type of traumatic traumas right now, don't give up on life and don't take your life and don't take nobody else's life. The most you can do is take everything that's being thrown at you and throw it back, but throw it back in a positive light. Don't waste your future talent or your life force on people who don't understand you. Don't waste your talents and waste your life force on people who will never understand you and resonate with you. Because some people just ain't. Then you're gonna have those who will actually have genuine love and care for you, but you can't block that out and you can't be blind to that neither. That part right there, and it's the sad part about it. And it's crazy because again, no child should be bullied. And if you knowing that your kid is doing this type of fuckery and you ain't stopping it, you ain't checking it, you ain't telling them that it's wrong, don't be surprised when the bully get bullied. Because guess what? There's always going to be a bigger and better bully than them. And sometimes that person might not even be a bully. That person just might not be with the nonsense. It might knock your son or daughter clean the fuck out. So I've seen this shit happen. No, but see, that's the thing too. I get where you coming from, man. But sometimes you can't sit there and expect somebody else to fight for you. And that's another thing I want to explain to some of y'all youth that are non-confrontational. Sometimes you're gonna have to bring that dog out of you and fuck something up just for the world to understand that you are not for play and that you are just trying to move accordingly like everybody else and live your life. And as much as you don't want to, sometimes you're gonna have to because sometimes people might be too afraid to fucking really stand up for you. So again, you might have to just take it into your own hands and do what you got to do. See, I don't expect everybody to fight my battles. I never did. And whenever I thought I needed somebody to fight my battles, it didn't really have to happen. Because again, once I shut something down, that's it. There is no we going back and forth. There is no none of that. Definitely am, Amos, because I've been chilling today. I'm always on my chill high. You must have missed this morning's live. I'm always on my chill high. That's how I do it. Can't be nobody else on this app but myself. It's like I can't be nobody else in life but myself. And again, for you youth, don't waste your time, don't waste your energy, and don't even go down that negative route. Don't go down that negative route. For what? You continue to move the way you see fit, and you just open your mouth. Again, sometimes closed mouths don't get fed. Sometimes you're gonna have to open your mouth and speak about what's going on. Because again, somebody might be able to help you or they might inspire you to think outside the box and take all that negative and turn it into a positive. Yeah, and pain is temporary. Pain goes away. Same thing with heartache. It comes and it goes. But it depends on what it is. But again, you don't let that deter your future. You don't let that deter who you are. And again, for all we know, she could have been one of the future politicians. She could have been somebody standing up as far as civil rights and all of that. But we will never know because, again, we had kids who pushed her to the edge and she couldn't take it. And again, my heart goes out to the family because nobody should have to bury their kid before time. And their kid didn't even really live their potential yet. Good night, Hammer. Hope you have a good one, sis. Yeah, because being too passive, don't get me wrong, passive aggressive behavior sometimes is good, but then it's bad. If you let certain things continue to happen, that's passive behavior. And then guess what? That leads to something dangerous. No. Once you know you have taken enough, you have to release that. That's another thing you have to understand. You can't always ball up your feelings neither, youngins. Y'all gotta open your mouth and say something. Because guess what? You say something, 9 out of 10, somebody's gonna overhear something, they're gonna be able to point you in the right light. But I honestly think love and inspiration could go a longer way if we get back to that notion of loving and caring for each other and inspiring each other that regardless of what may be going on in life, you are still blessed to be here and you have something to offer to the world. Don't cut your life short because of a few assholes. And that's the thing. Kids are always going to have gentle souls. That's what the people fail to realize. These kids are always going to have gentle souls because, again, they're young, they're impressionable, they're trying to find their way in life. And how can they find their way in life if everybody is pushing them in the wrong direction? How can they find their way in life if everybody is making fun of whatever indifference they might have? I got people that I know for a fact are highly functioning, mentally challenged people. Do I make fun of them? No. Do I joke with them? Hell yeah. These are my peoples. They know what a joke is. Even when you think they don't know, even those people on that spectrum know what real love is and what fake love is. Yeah, because that's what's going to have to happen sometimes. Again, some of you youngins, as much as you don't want to be confrontational, and I'm talking to you passive ones, because the aggressive ones is always going to be on point and on go. See, I was one that was always in the middle. It took a lot for me to have to bust you upside your head, but once I felt you was doing too much, I bust you upside your head, and that was it. So other than that, for the ones that are passive, as much as you don't want to get into confrontations, you're gonna have to. Win, lose, or draw, you have to defend yourself because sometimes if you don't defend yourself, nobody else will. And once they see that you're making that stride to defend yourself, even if the numbers look like it's going to be crazy, you'll have people that'll stand up, especially if they know it's right. And again, I want to know where this girl's friends were that they was allowing this type of shit to even happen. Because see, me and my peoples wasn't allowing certain people to get bullied, period. We was one of those niggas, we would fuck you up. You didn't give a fuck how big you was. You're not bullying nobody over here that's in the positive zone. You do that, you might not make it to the fucking lunch table. That's how we gave it up. And a lot of times the one-on-one is all you need sometimes. There was a lot of people I knew back then. Some of them was scared of me, and it wasn't. They wasn't scared of me because they knew what the fuck I was and knew what the fuck I was becoming, and they tried to stop that, but couldn't stop it. And I didn't allow them to stop it. See, when you got people that don't understand that you have a greater calling, and you're trying to find that, they ain't got time for all that peanut butter and jelly bullshit. Let it be known I'm always be peaceful, but if I gotta bust you to the white meat, I will. And have no remorse about it after it's all said and done. Now, it's going to be up to you if you want to continue to have these type of fights, because win, lose, or draw, you get these polls. That's it. But I think definitely once we do that, we should be back on a good level, and we should be inspiring people to generate more out their life, basically. So again, for you youth who might be feeling suicidal, don't let those suicidal thoughts get to you, and don't let it take you there. You're gonna have assholes in the world that just don't understand and don't want to understand who you are as a person. And you shouldn't let that bother you, because those are the same people when it's all said and done, they're gonna be clamoring to you because they need your help. So you do what you do. But I ain't gonna keep y'all all night. Definitely gotta get back on my grind and shit while I'm in here. I do appreciate y'all for tuning in. This could be a part 2, definitely too. And who knows, you might get the part 2 tomorrow. And that's going to be an open panel, so if anybody want to pop up, y'all already know what it is. I'll drop the link and we can definitely have this convo, because these are the type of convos that are going to build future generations up, at least for the future. They're going to see that there are people here that actually care, they have knowledge and wisdom, and they also want to see the best changes in the world, one way or another, even if it's just through words. We'll definitely have a part 2 to this. If y'all was new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Shout out to the replay gang. Shout out to the shadow watchers that's in the shadows. Y'all already know how it is. And for everybody that was in attendance tonight, y'all already know love is love anytime y'all in here. Y'all ain't have to be here, but you was, and that was the most important thing. I don't know how to be fake. Only thing I can do is show you real. And that's what I'm going to continue to bring here, y'all. We'll definitely have this part 2 tomorrow. And I think since I'm off tomorrow, just in case, drop that link for the backup channel. I don't know if everybody is subbed up to it yet, but I'm gonna be using that backup channel for specific things. Trying to be eerie on this channel, so backup channel, we definitely gonna be using that for certain things, especially that could be too touchy for here, and to avoid them for me getting some BS. Yeah, we're gonna be on that backup channel. Rooks, you was late to church. But it's all good. Y'all already know, catch the replay. And y'all know, y'all most likely to get that morning wake and bake session. So definitely appreciate y'all. And I'll see some of y'all running around these streets. Y'all go be great. Keep your third eye open and stay safe. And enjoy yourself no matter what it is you're doing tonight. Till the next live, we out of here. Peace and blessings.